At Subiaco Arts Centre, Dungeons and Dragons live show has just wrapped up, and we pulled one of the punters aside. How'd you go, mate? Enjoy the show?
Oh, mate, loved it. Like, I've followed Dungeons and Dragons for a long time, played myself for a long time. First time seeing it live and first time improv. Like, yeah.
It's obviously like a sort of story building game, and they get to make decisions along the way. Do you find yourself watching it and not agreeing with some of the decisions?
100%. Yeah. I don't agree with the dice rolls. You know, they're using a pillow for a dice. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so a little bit.
So is that like a pillow? It's only got two sides to it, like a coin, or is it?
It was more spherical than isometric, you know.
That's all right, yeah.
Isohedral.
You got to have a few more options in there.
Well, yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, I loved it. The actors, everyone, really took it to heart. The crowd really had a participation. It was amazing.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Forgive my ignorance, but do you know the name of the crew that were doing it?
No, actually, I don't. It's like a spur of the moment. We booked tickets yesterday. We came in. It was amazing. I'll be back. They've got a podcast, so I'm going to follow that.
I believe they're doing a bit of a podcast launch party.
So this is the beginning of the canon series. They're beginning this episode tonight.
So it's meant to be like a continuous series.
20 years.
Far out. I imagine you could develop quite a story if you're doing a continuous sort of in canon sort of thing, and
they've really set themselves up.
Yeah, they could almost build their own little like sort of cinematic universe, Dungeons and Dragons style.
That's what they've aimed for, and I love it. I love that.
Killing that. And you're happy with the way the story wrapped up tonight?
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
Is this going to be canon to the universe?
Yes, everything tonight was canon.
Right.
The only thing I can say is I wish it went for a little bit longer. Like, I like my long form D&D. I like 3 hours, 4 hours.
Yeah.
I love it long. When I was D&Ding, like being a dungeon master or a player, like 3.5, 4, 5 hours, that's, you know, you go that long and you're like, oh, yeah, I could keep going. You don't realize how long. It's actually
it's like, how do you decide when to wrap up the game? Is it just like everyone's had enough now, or is like you've killed off enough characters, or like?
Yeah, it's really hard to
I've worked down at IPL Radio, and they sort of have a crew come in most nights and sort of rent some of the space and stuff. IPL Radio is all about sort of supporting mental health as a community radio station, so they rent out some of the space down in Rockingham.
I'd love to learn more about that.
Yeah, man, definitely good crew to get in on, man. They're always welcoming people and stuff. But yeah, I do the late show down there sometimes, and I see crews get stuck right in, man. Long games, you know. So I always wondered, like, how do you decide when to wrap up? Because I know it's just like a story creating.
Someone creates a universe. And
so if you kill someone off, could you resurrect them?
100%.
Really?
Yeah.
So anything is possible.
Anything is possible. They can either be, reincarnated as their same character with enough money or diamonds or gold, you know, or they just recreate a new character and just start playing again. Join the party as a whole new different thing. Like, there's infinite possibilities.
That's cool. My camera's just cut out, but we're still live on Facebook, so we'll keep it going there because that's what matters. But in D&D, like, you create a character. If you end up wanting to be a troll and stuff, does that mean you're limited with like how much magic you could use?
Well, you know,
you could be a magic troll.
You could be a magic troll. They're impervious to most magics except for fire. I mean, like, there's...
Oh, so there is some rules?
There are rules. That's what makes it fun. Because you're bound by these rules.
Yeah.
You know, but there's always exceptions to rules. That's why rules were invented.
And that's why the sort of dungeon master's there to guide you?
100%.
So you can be a novice, you can jump in and he'll just let you know, sort of...
100%. There's someone there to say, look, I like where you're going, and I'll let you go 80% of what you want, and then the rest is up to you.
Have you ever had a dungeon master that you played a game of D&D and you're just like, never again?
No.
Really?
I've never experienced that. Actually, I feel like the dungeon master is always the influential best part of the whole experience.
Yeah, right.
And I've been a dungeon master and a player myself.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it's all about. It's all about bringing out the best of people, making them have the most fun.
And so if you're the dungeon master, I knew a guy, Ali, worked down at IPL, and he was a dungeon master every now and then, and he would sort of put together sort of scripts or formats or stuff like that, or sort of plans or framework of where a story could go.
There's always that sort of it. Like, you create, like most in D&D, they call it railroading.
Yeah.
You create that. It's a story.
Yeah.
And then when people divert from that, you just let it go. As long as it exists in the world and the rules apply, You know?
Right.
Yeah, you just let them do what they want to do because it's all about having fun. It's all about.
So how far can you go? Like Dungeons and Dragons, you sort of picture medieval and stuff like that. Can you end up in like a high-tech, futuristic world?
100%. Yeah, there's guns, there's optics. You know, there's no limit. It's theater of the mind. If you can imagine it, it exists.
I'd see some dudes down at IPL like standing around talking after the game and stuff, and they'd be like talking about certain cards or plays that they had created themselves.
Right, like a
trumpet,
deck of many things.
Yeah, the one that I remember hearing was like the giant pie trumpet or something. Like he would blow a trumpet, a giant pie would appear in the sky and then crush his enemies or something.
That sounds like a magic item. And when it comes to magic, you know,
yeah, anything's possible.
Up to wish, you know.
Fair bump,
wish.
play on.
Yeah, look,
yeah, beautiful.
Look, if you've got the know-how, if you've got the ingredients, do it. Go on. If it betters the story, why not?
Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, this has been really positive. I really appreciate it. So what's your name, mate?
Dylan.
Dylan, good to see you, man.
Thank you. Yeah,
I really appreciate all the input.
Mate, love this.
I feel like I'm gonna be searching for some contrast now because you brought so much positivity. I want to see if anybody's like, DZ, you know.
No, you're gonna have to cut me out because no one else is gonna be able to manage it.
Yeah, no. I imagine they're all pretty optimistic to be down here and watching this. So, yeah, I'll wrap this up for now. But Dylan, talking Dungeons and Dragons down here at the Subiaco Arts Centre for WA Comedy Week.
Get in it, get amongst it.
You heard the man. Ronan, we're live again. Quick, come get in here. Have a chat with me. You're live on Facebook.
Guys,
down here at WA Comedy Week.
They should be worried because the last time we spoke, it ended up going for 3 hours.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually got a bit of a history of mishaps with you, you know, so maybe third time lucky. The first time you were completely out of frame.
I'm actually in frame.
Yeah.
I do exist. I mean, most people will know me from my legs and my knees.
If they watch that interview, they'll definitely recognise your legs.
I mean, whoever was speaking for 3 hours.
Was speaking words of wisdom.
I thought it was quite good, to be honest.
I think it added sort of like a bit of mystery around you as well.
Well, I think the first part, I'm somewhat like half of my head and my face was in, and then I sort of got a bit casual. But look, it was a really great chat, and for any of the comedians or anyone involved in the arts that's tuning in, I couldn't recommend more than getting off your couch midweek, driving to Rockingham and having a chat with
Get out of here. It's too kind, eh?
No,
we do like to have a bit of a fun, casual chat, you know. We take it easy, but
I think what can happen, I'm guilty of it myself, but I try and override it. We tend to find excuses not to jump in our car and drive 30 minutes. It's nothing, but like, it's really, honestly, like, especially at night, there's no cars on the road.
Yeah.
It's actually, to be honest, I don't know what your viewers think, but I love driving late at night around Perth. Oh, not a soul.
Man, yeah. Way better than during the day, you know. You actually get a little bit of freedom, you know.
You crank up the tunes. Yeah. You just got a bit of space, and it's really quite therapeutic as well. Yeah. Because you know what? You're actually not worrying about dying.
You don't have to worry about what everybody else is doing on the road. Just do your thing. Yeah. So, I think the first comedian I ever got to drive down to Rockingham was Martin Darcy.
And he won Raw Comedy before or after?
After. It was after he won. I think it was his first Gong Show, maybe, but I know he had won the Gong Show just before. Yeah. Came down for the Late Show, and first thing he said to me was, "Wow, Rockingham's a long way away."
Where is he in North?
Not sure. He'd just come from the Gong Show, so I mean, a bit of a drive, and he probably already had a long night, you know.
I'm already somewhat sort of south. I was in the Canning Valley area.
Yeah.
So you stick through that little back way through, you know, Jandakot, and you know, then you're on the freeway. So look, I'm already 25 minutes in front of Martin Darcy, so I can understand. Yeah, but you know what?
Not too bad.
I mean,
sometimes I think about.
I know you've won Raw, but if you want to make it in this business, be prepared to drive, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, he was the first comedian that ever got down for an interview, so he was on the Late Show back when it was niche. It was still cool. It was still underground and stuff, you know. I mean, these days it's becoming way mainstream, you know.
Oh man, I'm in the wrong channel now.
No, but still make mistakes every now and then in that interview and stuff where you're a little bit out of frame. I often think about, because you have those mishaps sometimes, about making like a Muppet character.
I think.
And then reshooting it with your voice, like all of your audio, but with a Muppet character.
Well, you're going to have to speak to my management. So, what I was going to say, it gives us a great excuse when we got something to talk about to have another chat. Yeah, for sure, man. I think we were sort of talking about one specific area. It was about the
next gen comedy, and that sort of started with that. We ran off into a few tangents and stuff.
horse girls.
Oh, yeah, man, yeah. I mean, you got to be wary, eh?
That was my biggest takeaway was your...
I don't buy into many stereotypes, but
true.
Horse girls, man. You see a chick with a horse on her Facebook profile.
You got trouble.
Red flag. Crazy.
You know what? Actually, since we last chatted, I thought a little bit more about this subject. Right?
Yeah.
So, base level, you've got fur babies and cat chicks, right? So they love doggos. That's just base level normal shit, right?
Yeah.
Next level up is horse chicks, right? I know a level that some of your viewers, you might even have clocked this.
Right.
Rat girls.
Oh, they're rare, man.
And they will have Instagram like pictures every second day with like the rat on their shoulder, they're bathing their rat.
And sometimes they're not even like,
the balls
like
are out.
proper pet rats that have been raised and stuff like that. My missus was doing a TAFE course with this chick that was just like...
I thought you'd say she wasn't.
No. She pointed it out to me. She went to TAFE with this chick that was got wild mice and then decided to start breeding them.
Oh, great idea.
Yeah.
I'm sure the local businesses will really appreciate that.
Didn't get a good reception in the classroom, you know. So, but yeah, they're out there, man. Eh?
That's a subculture, and I've clocked a couple of these people.
It's a rare one, man.
I think what I realised what it is. And you know what? I shouldn't take credit because I think I've heard this elsewhere, but I'm just sort of co-opting this knowledge as mine. But
yeah, nice.
Those people that really lean in hard to loving animals, there's some trauma related with dealing with humans. They've been let down, disappointed.
Yeah.
An animal can't fight back.
Yeah, animals don't lie, man.
Unconditional love.
Yeah.
So even, that just, I don't know if any of
they either like you or they'll bite you.
Well, that's exactly where I was leading. Have you seen the documentary Grizzly Man?
No.
So there's this guy called Timothy Treadwell. Was a guy called Timothy Treadwell.
Oh,
he loved wild bears. The ones that are out in the wild in like North America.
Yeah.
Now, because he had a real sensitive soul and wanted to get fame and he didn't quite get it, there was a lot of rejection in his life.
Yeah.
And the next path that he kind of found was kind of with animals. They're non-judgmental.
Yeah.
And he kind of developed this relationship where he would basically go camp out in the wild with them.
Sort of pictured himself as a bit of gorillas in the mist sort of thing, but with the bears.
And he had like names for them and developed relationships and would go back every year during the kind of appropriate season. But one time, he went back in a time of year that was close to breeding season.
Oh,
It was a bad idea.
Yeah.
And let's just say...
females going to hit, pheromones start pumping, and then all of a sudden they get territorial.
And let's just say Timothy Treadwell is no longer with us.
The late Timothy Treadwell.
Yes, and you know what? You've got a bit of... he's a sympathetic character. To this guy,
you can see he's damaged, and that's how he ended up in that situation.
There's a childlike innocence to him, and it's not coming from a place of malice. So, getting back to our friends, the horse chicks, the rat girls,
people,
cat ladies.
Yeah.
Go see a therapist.
Yeah. Also reminds me of talking about Timothy, Grizzly Man. It reminds me of Bear Grylls. Remember Bear Grylls?
I do.
He used to do that show, Make It Out of Here Alive.
Yeah.
And they'll drop him off on an island or in the snow or something like that, or just like in some weird spot, you know?
What look like.
Yeah.
In
and he was just like itching to drink his own urine, you know? I swear sometimes he'd just do it. And they're like, hey, we're not even filming yet. Right? He's like, oh no, it's just a bit parched.
Yeah. He was SAS or something. He was British Secret Service.
Yeah, proper trained and stuff.
Yeah.
But I just wish you'd do something that's more relatable to me. Like, I don't see myself in those situations. I wish you'd do an episode that's like...
walking through Northbridge on a Saturday night.
Make it out alive, you know? See if they can get out of there without an addiction or a disease or something.
Do you know if it kind of does that a little bit? And I don't want to give this person too much props. Not this, but like Spanian, the guy that walks through like the hoods and stuff of the world. He's basically a YouTuber and he's a big guy.
Yeah.
And what he does, he vlogs, but he'll go through the dangerous kind of neighborhoods in the world.
Where you normally need a hood pass.
Where basically you get told not to go.
Yeah.
And I mean, we kind of joke around and go, oh, you don't walk. That's child's play. We're talking of like going through certain streets in like Colombia or Mexico where the cartels are.
You just get disappeared.
Yeah, you basically, your head will be rolling down there.
Yeah, man. They'll just make a statement out of you for the next guy that tries.
Bear Grylls, look, I think
that's next level.
He was almost like the first one of that ilk, wasn't he?
Yeah, right.
That was like a new type of TV.
It goes way back, I think, now they've brought out Alone and everything, where everybody's trying to be a Bear Grylls, basically.
Did you like River Monsters? That was good.
Man, you've watched a lot of reality TV.
No, there was like a period,
No.
there was a period when, when you're sort of out partying, you're hungover the next day.
Yeah, I watched some Swamp People and stuff like that.
That stuff. I mean, you just watch a couple of them.
And the ones that go out and they'd just like find driftwood and shit like that.
You know
it's just like
you know what? They niche down so hard. And you know when someone's really passionate about something, you can actually capture what they're enthusiastic about.
Yeah.
So just say someone, like some of those like rednecky ones where they're kind of like hunting game. Yeah. And they're setting traps to like catch snapping turtles and stuff. You're like, oh man, I'm enthralled. Or giant catfish.
It's like worlds away from what we know. Yeah. Completely different lifestyle, but
they're into. And you know what? I think in a way that's what part of this. No, I'm not a huge fan, but part of the appeal of Steve Irwin was his enthusiasm.
Yeah. He
loves what he's doing. He's so passionate. I buy into it.
And it's so tragic and ironic at the same time.
Release the tape.
Release the tape. I wonder if they still even exist.
Steve Irwin was an inside job.
Yeah, it's like everybody said one day he's going to get got. Nobody thought it'd be by a stingray though.
I know. You know what? He's probably in some of his closer encounters. He might be lucky that he even lasted quite as long as he did.
Yeah, true.
He was a bit provocative, like, the way, we don't like to make light of anyone, when they do something, no one wants to see someone go out that way. But he was, everyone knows.
Almost provoking it,
I'm going to stick my thumb up its finger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stick my thumb up its ass.
Yeah. I was actually just trying to run through my head, how do you stick a thumb up a finger? Anyway, moving on. First time you've had Dungeons and Dragons here at WA Comedy Week?
So we had them in the Rechabite basement the first year we did it.
Yep.
And that was maybe like 110 capacity.
Oh, right. That's all right.
And we gave them they didn't even have a great slot. It was like a Sunday. That's all we had. They were happy to take it. But in the last couple of years, their production has really kind of found like a following.
Yeah, it's cool.
What really sealed the deal for me during Fringe World,
they
had 2 sold out shows here. So I'm like, that's a no-brainer. Wow. I can put them in like one show at this and they'll go really well.
I know of Dungeons and Dragons.
Look who it is. It's WA's favourite photographer.
Oh, Brian, how you doing, mate?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good, mate.
Come on. Hello. What are we doing here?
Just a little bit of our live video. We do some pre-recording for later so I can chop it up and put filters on us and stuff like that and turn us all into rabbits or cats or something.
Yeah, whatever.
We just sit here and talk some crap. And
what a great success this WA show has been, I'm going to say, because, look, I've been shooting it with Ronan here, who's probably the best in WA at the moment for putting...
That's it. You're out of here, mate.
There's no best. Everyone is equal. Some people are just more equal than others.
More equal than others. That's a very diplomatic way of saying it. I like
That's a George Orwell way of saying it.
Yeah, nice.
No, it's been great, guys. And,
what would you say has been your favourite show?
Look, I have seen Joel, and they were brilliant.
What did you do after Joel's?
Well, we went and hung out with Joel at the Subi Hotel, which was brilliant, great fun.
Wow.
Sons of Fred last night were brilliant. Look, it was a great show. Those guys are always good.
World class.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I'm not sure why they're still here.
Any surprises amongst the bunch that sort of caught you weren't expecting?
Let's see.
You were at some of the ones, even the Hay Street ones you were at as well.
Yeah, I did Lums, and of course, Bark. Bark's a great venue.
Right.
Bark's, I was going to say, was a great venue. Surprised to see some of the fresh comedians that came out.
Yeah.
Absolutely killed. They were brilliant.
So what we did,
stuff.
Some of the talent from Next Gen, they did a spot at Bark on a Tuesday.
Yeah. That was the fresh. That was Jared Hurft.
Yeah, so basically...
And Ross Evans?
We put him on the WA Comedy Imports. One thing I realised about good old Ross, and I think I've kind of known this a while, he's got probably a bit more of like a 10-minute set. He's doing he's doing that much in terms of stage time at the grassroots gigs.
Yeah.
I could give him a 10 and know that he's going
to feel it comfortably. Yeah.
Some of the other ones have definitely got a 5. You sort of throw them 7, they'll do quite well. But it's like some of them don't have 10, but so he doesn't need to go on fresh comedy. He's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Throw him, and he delivered.
Absolutely. And I was going to say, as one of the shows go, the Bark one was brilliant in terms of surprises.
Yeah,
As you're saying, all those guys brought their A game and they delivered. It was a great show.
So shout out to the city of Subiaco. You spread it around a few venues here, not just the Arts Centre.
Oh, absolutely. Subiaco, city of Subiaco, where all the places we've done have been great. Thank you, Subiaco, for allowing us to do this.
Totally.
And supporting us in this endeavour. It's been brilliant, yeah.
Excellent.
And look, we've had a great time cruising around Subiaco over the last week or so, hanging out with all the people
fun.
there.
It's a great time to hang out. And you know what I realised about this thing, and I think it happens organically, because this goes under the banner of WA comedy, there's a togetherness with everyone in the actual scene. There's more camaraderie in this
support local sort of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, even between the comedians on a personal level.
Yeah.
We're under the same banner. Okay, here's an example.
Yeah.
You know, in the NBA, when like Jordan kind of played in the league and there's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, they all went to the Dream Team in '92 under the name the Dream Team. They were part of the same team.
Correct.
Yeah,
and with this WA comedy thing, let's be real, everyone in a scene way is associated with one particular. Everyone's got their little clique and their little group. So there might be people that gig more at maybe Comedy Lounge, maybe some people that gig more at Oasis, there might be some grassroots people. There might be a bit of overlap, right? That's all what happens.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily saying it's one versus the other, but during this particular time, a lot of that kind of like
everybody wants to get under and sort of be recognised under the WA comedy banner.
I just book people based on, I don't care what the affiliation is. I'm like, okay, Roz, you might be a grassroots person, X-person, you might be that. Yeah. And they all basically end up going, hey, let's crush it together on the same gig.
Yeah.
That's cool,
so
man.
That's one thing
That's an interesting, it sort of makes me think you could almost do not like a state of origins, but I suppose maybe like state versus state sort of thing. Well, who do you reckon would come out on top?
State of origin would be fun in comedy.
Yeah, you know, come and represent your state.
WA against the rest of Australia. Wouldn't that be fun?
To be honest, I was kicking around.
Patent pending.
I was kicking around an idea in that ballpark.
Yeah.
The only thing we'd have to maybe slightly consider is population. So
right. But, so we've got a smaller population, so the rest of the states have to get handicapped.
So
fair enough.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think I could honestly say,
I reckon we'd stand up against the best of them anyway.
I reckon per capita, we punch up real high, and it becomes even more evident. And I realised this today, guys, when I was watching Joel and Janelle's show. So the default position is to go, hey, Joel's mostly holding that show together, whatever else.
Yeah.
But seeing Janelle on stage with Joel, you're like, man, she deserves her props as well.
Yeah, you know? I think there's sort of something to handling someone like that and not feeling overwhelmed and to be able to do the back and forth banter.
Well, they're mates, and she was trading barbs and, you know, just as quick, just as good jokes. I think that because I'm not saying that she hasn't spent time kind of touring East Coast, but she's got a family, she's got other commitments, and sometimes those people don't get to have the same opportunities that like a Melbourne or a Sydney comedian has.
Yeah, of course.
When you throw them in a big theatre like this and all the productions around them and all they've really got is their talent.
Yeah.
It gets lifted up and you're like, man, like, so, and that's why Sons of Fred was so good last night, because you've got them in a big theatre in a club.
They don't shy away from the big stage. They step up the game and bring it.
Well, they were always ready. Some of these performers, even though they do good quality club gigs, and these are well put together clubs around Perth, some of these performers are at a stage and have been for a long time. They're theatre acts.
Right. Yeah.
It's not to say they don't go back and do club gigs. There's none of that. Every comedian needs club gigs.
Yeah.
These things are once in a blue moon. But when you put the acts that have done the time into like a theatre, it's like, oh, you really get to see what level they're on.
Right.
They're at 300 seater.
They're not just sitting there sort of practicing their lines in their head and stuff. You can see they're getting together and rehearsing and getting it down pat and stuff. So
yeah, I mean,
it's slick. It becomes slick. And beautifully delivered. I mean, that's that's.
Oh, look, it's Brad Hayden, everyone. He's another one. He's our only fan.
Oh, you watching? Good on you, Brad.
How are you, man?
He's a big supporter,
massive man. Hey, you see him sort of getting in amongst it everywhere.
It's noted, Brad.
You should have got it,
yes. Give us a thumbs up. Anyway, we better wrap this up. I think the podcast launch party is already underway, or
I think so. It's downstairs.
About to take off. Oh, right, cool. So maybe we'll go down there and check out some of that, but we'll wrap up this one for now.
Thank you.
Good to see you, mate. Thanks for jumping in on it. Ryan, always a pleasure, mate.
Cheers.
Get out of here, scallywags. Everybody, get back in shot. Get back in shot. Here we go. Look at the live stream here. This is actually going live. That's the one we can't edit, you know. So if you say anything wrong, that's it. It's online forever. But we're here with a few of the punters down at WA Comedy Week for the All Stars Final Show. We haven't even been into the show yet. This is the pre-show. That's what we're going to be like on the way out. So, who are you here to see?
Everyone.
Anyone in particular?
The Lion King.
No one. It's a surprise guest, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a surprise guest.
Got like a bit of a surprise, but yeah. Have you seen any of the lineup before?
No, maybe about 6 months ago at the Retrobat I did.
Yeah, who was
Not
that?
this lineup, but the WA Comedy Group.
Oh, right, yeah, got ya. Ronan Freeburn, he runs the WA Comedy, so Ronan, always puts on a good show, you know.
Really
so this is the final show for a big week here in Subiaco. Shout out City Subiaco. Getting fired up.
Happy birthday, Greg! It's Greg's birthday. That's what we're here for.
Oh, nice. Yeah, good stuff. All of about 24 years young.
Yeah.
Always generous, you know. So who am I talking to?
Chelsea,
Travis.
Katie.
And we already got your own birthday boy. And what are we drinking?
This is the local Frio Aussie Classic, apparently.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, bloody good. You guys are full of energy, eh?
We are, yeah. We've been starting a bit early.
And are you locals from around Subi?
No, from Mandra.
Oh, good stuff, you know. Putting in the effort, you know.
Yes.
They come from overseas, yeah.
Basically, it's like, most people refer to it as a whole other world down there, you know. So I'm from Rocco myself, you know. So we're like distant cousins and stuff. Come up here and show them what it's all about.
Yeah. Same eye.
Keep it on the down low, you know. We've got to protect our sources. But yeah, like I said, I'll get you a bit on the way in and we'll see you again on the way out so you can give us a review of the show. But thanks for stopping by for a quick chat. Legends, no worries. Wrap it up. Get out of here, scallywags. Live now with one of the stars of one of the shows, Bogan Shakespeare, and her friend, one of the patrons who viewed it. So we're going to get a, I've actually got a mic. I don't know why I hold the mic to me. I should be holding this mic for you. So what's your name?
My name's Channing.
Channing, and what part of Bogan Shakespeare did you play?
I was the witch, I was a detective, I was a guy called Tony with a really cool mullet, and I was Macduff.
Right, cool. A guy with a really cool mullet.
Yeah, that was the best part.
Diversifying a bit. I like that.
Range. I died, and then I was the detective that found my own dead body.
Channing's got range.
She does. What did she say?
Good stuff. And as one of the patrons, so what was your name?
My name's Rosemary.
Rosemary, what did you think of the show?
I thought it was fantastic.
And is that a biased opinion because you're friends?
No, I saw another Bogan show before, and I thought this one was way better. I don't know. The other one was good.
Nice.
But I liked the
See, there's a flip side to that. It's like she's seen the last one. She's like, yeah. But it got it back to this one, you know. So
Exactly.
yeah. And so this one was actually the Shakespeare play that you're not meant to say the name of.
Correct, the Scottish play.
Yeah.
The Scottish one.
And how did I've just heard this is sort of coming to an end here.
Yes, this is the final show for Bogan Shakespeare's Macbeth. However, I do believe that Bogan Shakespeare Productions will be doing fringe shows soon. So
Right.
stay tuned.
Anything in the sort of pipeline that you've been sort of thinking about? Is it going to stick with Shakespeare or?
That'd be up to Dean. Dean is the mastermind.
Right, he's the genius behind the Bogan Shakespeare.
Bogan Shakespeare. There's also some Bogan literature.
Yeah.
That's what I saw. I saw Bogan Pride and Prejudice. Yes.
Ah,
they did a good job. They
Bogan
said
Pride
it
and
in
Prejudice.
Hillary's. It was really funny.
Every
Gina
brand of
Reinhardt.
Bogan.
I'd like to say I know the stories, but really I am an uncultured swine.
That's okay. That's okay.
But I would probably appreciate this more. So I imagine
to everybody. Yeah.
wherefore art thou, it ends up becoming yena bruh.
Yeah. It'd be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how you make those classic stories accessible
to the masses. Connect. Unbelievable. Good thing I've got see, this is why I double record, you know?
The worst thing is, I know Fremantle are playing the Bulldogs tomorrow, and I feel so bad.
Oh,
no,
dude. That's,
the worst thing is, I'm a Dockers fan. I only wear this because I like the colours.
And they're passionate about it, man. It's not often they get some play in the finals, you know? So
finally.
And as soon as they get a sniff, they're all about flag mantle, you know? They were talking it 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's nice to see them finally coming in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. But with the boys they've got on the field at the moment, if they're not going to do it now, you know, it's like, when are they going to do it?
I went to school with Nat Fife. And
Did ya?
Yeah, and he was like the be all end all for Freo.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
He's gonna save us.
I know, man. And then it was always crushing for a few years there. It was like people were like, should Fife still be on the field and stuff like that? And it was just like every time you get a shot at goal, it's just like, that's not the Fife we remember. But I think he's bringing it back, isn't he?
He's a good boy, man. He's a good boy.
Absolutely. And yeah, straight up and down. He's about the footy and but from what I know, man, I'm just a spectator and shit, you know?
I just moved to Sydney, so now I'm watching NRL.
Bullshit, they've converted you already?
Yeah, I've been there for 5 years.
Are you even trying to represent? Have you tried to get a few boys onto the...
No.
Don't even bother.
I'm watching NBA and I'm watching
Bullshit,
NRL.
NBA.
That's it now, man. I've fully customized myself to the...
Are you over there representing the Wildcats, though?
I do like him.
Yeah?
I do like him. A little bit of Luke Longley, baby. Can't go wrong.
Yeah. Someone once told me that they're one of the most highly decorated teams in the world.
Yeah.
Because of what they've done just in the local league.
16 championships in a row. I think they won it every year for like 16 years. Oh, they won 16 out of like 20 years. Like they
fucking hell.
Yeah, they just don't get beat. But
that's not bad, man.
Funny we bring it up is that Luke Longley, is it Luke Longley that played for Miami Bulls with Jordan?
Yeah.
His brother, Sam Longley, is a stand-up comedian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Sam Longley did comedy from WA. He's a WA boy.
Started here.
Did comedy out here. Yeah, when I first started doing comedy, he was around.
Well, now speaking about NRL and speaking about boys from WA, I only briefly chatted to Ronan before about what did you think about like a comedy state of origin?
Oh, dude, I fucking love that.
Yeah?
I'm in the origin, bro. As long as if you fuck your joke up, you have to run into the other comedian. I'm happy for that bit.
That's funny. That's a nice little fucking twist on that. Yeah.
Little shoulder drop.
Yeah.
If your joke don't land, you have to fucking run into someone.
Absolutely. Yeah, I like that, man. That's a nice twist. Patent pending on that one, you know. So,
no, dude, fuck it.
Free patent.
Man
Man of the people.
I'm not bothered, dude.
Yeah, beautiful.
I'm not gonna make it.
You've been in the comedy game a long time now. How long? Forgive my ignorance.
First show ever was 2009 for the high school talent show.
Oh, really? Holy shit!
And then I didn't start doing comedy in a club until like 2014.
Do you still remember your first set?
No.
Really?
No, I don't remember it from the day it happened. I walked out at the Shapiro Tuesdays, which is now Oasis Comedy. At the Brisbane Hotel upstairs in Northbridge. You should go check that out.
Yeah.
I walked out on stage, blanked, lost all my memory, and then walked back out the door. I did like 5 or 6 minutes. It went well, but I don't remember a single second of it.
Wow.
Yeah, I had someone film it, but I only remember.
That's crazy, man. It's like your brain went into trauma response or something. Just like, you don't need to be here for this. We'll take it from here.
It's a scary thing first time, man.
That's gold, man.
Now it's the most beautiful thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah.
Except for my wife. Yeah.
Oh, man, fucking shout out. It made me feel bad for not shouting out. Oh, man, you represented her. You're a fucking sweetheart.
Oh, thank you, brother.
But so has it been comedy since then? Have you ventured into any other career paths?
I have a master's in architecture.
Do ya? Wow,
yeah, I went to
that doesn't just happen over like an internet course. That's some years into that.
Yeah, so I have a bachelor's in environmental design, and then I have a master's in architecture from UWA.
Oh, yeah. And so does that work into your comedy at all?
It works well in the aspects of design. So like I design all my posters, my websites, my flyers. And so being able to create artistically for something like that and see the world in a way of, like how things are designed.
And what sort of, draws the human eye and stuff, and like the Fibonacci.
Oh, dude, it's so weird. I like windows and I like trees. It's
and like a tree through a window sort of thing, or
dude, like there's I have a favorite tree in every city. Like there's a tree in Hawaii in Waikiki that I love. There's a tree in Kyoto in Japan that I love. In Perth, UWA, there's a tree in the courtyard.
One tree, not a type of tree, just one unique tree.
It's similar to the ones that are in Kings Park, the one with the big roots. Come up. and it's such a widespread tree. It's in the courtyard in UWA on the campus.
And so if you go and visit those cities again, you're like, I've got to stop by and see a friend.
Yeah. My
Really?
fiance is like, you're a fucking nerd. You're a piece of shit. And I'm like, just come look at these trees. And then
that's full niched into something, man. I sort of like that.
And I love looking at windows.
Really?
Yeah, I love windows. Like,
have you ever seen a window you don't like?
Oh yeah, plenty.
Really?
I don't look for what I don't like. I look for what I do like.
Right. And do you ever walk into a building and you just want to get out of there because the windows are giving you the shits?
There's a lot of stuff where I walk into. I'm like, oh man, I'm not feeling conducive. I'm a man of atmospherics. I'm a phenomenal.
So it doesn't sort of put you into your flow state sort of thing, like.
Oh yeah, but you also have to deal with the fact that just because you're in a spot doesn't mean you can't be there.
Yeah, of course.
And that's comedy, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes they're yelling, sometimes they're heckling.
And you got to be present in the moment and work with it.
You got to find a window. You got to find something to look out to. You know?
Yeah, man.
A nice tree to grow on.
Fuck yeah. That's cool. And what would you say is your favourite club to play?
Favourite club is two. Comic Lounge in Melbourne, Comic Lounge in Perth.
Really?
Yeah, those are two best clubs in the whole country.
They've been like, from what I know, sort of meticulously designed to sort of work in the comedian's favour, yeah?
Well, I worked at the Comedy Lounge in Perth for 2 years. I worked behind the bar.
Right. Oh, shit, behind the bar. I thought you meant like you had a regular spot on stage.
No. Before I started, worked there behind the bar.
Yeah.
And even before that, when I was first very getting started, the Comedy Lounge also had a show in Fremantle at Little Creatures upstairs in the sauna room.
Right.
Which I don't even think exists anymore. And I'd worked behind that bar before I worked in the other one. So I've always worked in comedy.
I know they've got one, now it's above, Sales for Orange. Yeah.
I had my solo show there last night.
Right.
We had 140 people in there last night. Great show. Here tonight for this one. For the boys, for Ronan, for WA Comedy Week. Shout out to everyone, WA Comics.
And Ronan and what he does for bringing comedy to WA, you know?
We have one of the best scenes in the whole country, I believe. Here in Brisbane are so much better than Melbourne and Sydney.
Really?
100% think so, yeah.
Right. And from the, like, the comedians or the crowds or the rooms and the promoters, what would you say is the sort of,
crowds and rooms.
Yeah, right.
Crowds, like, there's great comics all over the country, but crowds and rooms. And
like the rooms are built right and the crowds really appreciate comedy and
and the way that they're designed for people, the conduciveness for it, and the way that the scenes bring new comics to light.
Right.
Perth and Brisbane are the best. Like, you know, Melbourne, Sydney, they've got people on TV. You can pull people off whoever's a shit.
Yeah.
But Perth and Brisbane, they build their scene from grassroots, and you get to see like a full development of acts.
And so if your first one was when you were in high school, you must have seen the Perth scene sort of blow up, eh?
Yeah, well, I came up, it was like Creasy, Janelle Corning. Right. When I was starting, it was Jacques Barrett, Sammy Shah, Chris Franklin was here, Ben Darso was here, Tien Tran, who doesn't do it anymore, but he was.
So you had some good comics getting around and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think there's the same quality now, or do you think it's more quantity?
No, there's the same quality, but it's been nurtured. Like, I think that back when I was first starting, a lot of the comics that were in Perth were already established.
Yeah.
Now we're establishing them.
Yeah, right.
Which I think is fantastic. Like, you look at Chris from South Africa. He's fucking
Chris Pachilla, yeah, man. He's got a few bits that just fucking kill out.
Fantastic.
And he's still, I feel like he doesn't get comfortable in his set.
I love
He's
it.
always trying new stuff as well, which I appreciate.
You know, Squirrely doing his stuff and also doing his character Hackman is fantastic. And I got to host a competition a few times for the Comedy Lounge put on for the $10,000 for the best comedy.
Oh yeah, Comedy Lounge Comedian of the Year. They had the pros and the amateurs. Andrew Wolf picked that up, and
Wolfie's the best in the country.
Who was it?
John Pinder's fantastic. Simone Singer's fantastic. Fucking Daniel Delby's fantastic. Cameron Callan's fantastic. Colin Ebsworth. Like, there's so much.
Is there like, cause you just give it, you just give a listen now, they're good,
That's
man.
so
Like they bring it and stuff, you know, but so, has it developed like a cool kids table, so to speak, in the comedy scene, or?
If you look at the rest of the country, no.
Yeah, right.
If you look at Melbourne, look at Sydney, there's a lot of cliques. Perth, there might be 2 cliques.
Yeah.
But it's like 20 and 20, opposed to like Melbourne and Sydney, where it's like 4, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4.
Right.
Perth and Brisbane, extremely welcoming places. Always want people to do better. Everyone's encouraging each other. Everyone's giving tags. Everyone's helping each other right. It's.
Was there anybody that sort of started about the same time as you that you're sort of always measuring yourself up against?
At the moment, Matt Storer.
Oh,
yeah. Matt Storer, and watching him blow up online at the moment for doing very like wholesome, family-friendly kind of stuff.
Yeah,
he
does a lot of parodies and stuff like that as well. I caught him a little while ago, and he's like,
I envy that because I can't do that.
Yeah.
Obviously Andrew Wolf because he's just a fucking beast.
He's wild, man. He gets out there and just tears it up.
He's absolutely.
And I think,
look, we got to cut this because I think I'm on stage.
Oh shit! Sorry, man. Get out of here, fucking legend. Thanks for stopping by.
I haven't even told Ronan I'm here yet. So
you're a fucking champion. Get out of here, Scallywag. Champion. See you, bro. What a legend, eh? Fucking Rory Lowe, people. Make sure you check him out. He's got some great gear, and not just like a set that I can expect to see every time. He's switching it up, bringing the goods. Check it out. All right, move over the boys a little bit. Get in frame. You know how to do it. That's it. Nice and tight. We are halfway through the All Stars comedy show here at WA Comedy. I keep on holding the mic to me. I've already got mics. I'm meant to hold this to you. You can see how professional I am. Anyway, who am I talking to?
I'm Tom.
Tom, good to meet you, Tom. Andrew, Tom and Andrew.
Adrian.
That's right. Sorry, mate. That was bad. How's it going?
Yeah, good, man.
Good show so far?
Yeah,
just half time?
Yeah.
Nice. Who have you seen so far? Who was the first half?
Rory, Auntie Nola, and forgive me, but I cannot remember the other girl's name as well. Sorry, by the way. My apologies.
That's all right. We'll figure it out later. We'll put up a sorry. Shit. Probably won't, but whatever. They're in the world of comedy, man. They're fucking resilient to be in the world of comedy, you know. They're thick skin and shit, you know. How'd you find out about the show?
Through my girlfriend. Yeah, his partner, actually, yeah.
Oh, right. Yep. He's normally follow the comedy scene?
Yeah.
Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah, a little bit, actually. Yeah,
nice. Yeah. And do you know any of the guys that have been on stage or any of the lineup? So nice, pleasant surprise for you. Yeah. Roy's a local legend, man. Yeah, good stuff. And what is it? Friday night? Far out. I'm losing track. Saturday night. That's right.
Saturday.
Yeah. So big weekend.
Oh, yeah, I get it. Well, we'll see after this.
You look like a couple of boys that are ready to tear shit up.
Yeah, we'll have a go.
Yeah? Much lined up after this?
Don't know, man. We'll see where the night takes us.
Yeah, this will leave you in a good mood, you know. You can't go wrong with a good comedy set, you know.
Tears, but in a good way.
Yeah, beautiful. Tears of laughter.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the one. Any favourites so far?
Yeah, you got to give it to Rory. Yeah, man. It's fucking classic, man. Good shit. Ben's really good. Fucking country farts on a mic. It's hilarious, bro. Like
he farted on the mic.
Just like full.
That's some like control, man.
Off guff, I should say, but yeah.
To be able to like time it right, to be able to do it, you can tell that's a guy that played the fart game when he was a kid. You know, like, he's well trained.
Yeah. It was touch and go. He said he did a shit before, but it's concerning. He farts.
Right. Well, I haven't seen him around yet. He might have gone to clean himself up, you know? What about Auntie Nola? Nola Bliss. She's a local legend as well. Yeah, she recently won Next Gen Comedy Competition for WA Comedy. So
that's it. She was fucking funny.
Not bad, man. You know, she's teaching young fellas how to do it. Hey, she represents.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely.
Yeah, she's one of them favourites and stuff. So, what do you do? I asked you before if you got a bit of a social media that I can tag you up in, and you pretty confidently answered yes.
Yeah, we make music, bro, in Perth.
Really?
So we're fucking, rappers, dude, you know?
Nice.
Sick. No. He makes beats, I rap. This is our homie Silas. He fucking raps.
Hey, Silas, how you doing, bro? We're just having a bit of a chat, man. You are live on Facebook right now.
Big G and H shit.
Representing. Good shit. So where can we find you?
Man, fucking, what's that? GXH season, Instagram, fucking Spotify, G&H click. Let's go. Fucking
beautiful. And so you're getting a bit of traction and stuff?
Yeah, it's alright. We get shows.
Yeah?
Doing alright, man. Do some shows around.
And what boys rapping? Do you get any shade?
Yeah, all the time. What do you mean? Of course we do.
And you go like rap battles and shit? Is there some underground shit?
As soon as we said, we're rappers, she's pissing herself.
It's
like, another one of those guys. We get it.
So can you just like drop a beat now? If you do it, can you like beatbox a beat?
Definitely not.
Definitely not? No?
He does it. He makes it with like,
synthesizers and shit.
Build us a table.
100%, bro. I could use a story right now. Now you mention it, No, but do you actually have any real world skills that are like applicable to stuff that people can use, or
I can screen print.
screen print?
Yeah, I'm a good
Horticulturalist.
Yeah.
What's your favourite plant?
Fucking marijuana.
Everybody's guessing marijuana right now, eh?
Actually, we got two
rappers-
slips in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh,
Rappers'
sorry.
favourite thing
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah, probably tetrahydrol.
Yeah, right.
Tetrahydrol cannabinoid.
Get the zoots up, man.
Right, dropping the scientific words for it. Hey, nice. I've heard that the whole sort of sativa strain and indica strain myth, man. It doesn't mean shit.
No, that's. Yeah,
I don't know.
no.
Whether it's psychological or not, I feel like when I smoke,
Should we find out?
less tired.
I am not going to condone it one way or the other. You know, what you do in your own time, you know.
This is tobacco, mate.
Yeah.
We'll
Just
see.
a little bit of wacky tobacco. But yeah, I think this is a non-smoking area. At the very least, I will say that.
Be
So,
respectful.
I'll meet you down there later. Yeah, all good, boys. Thanks for stopping by the chat and fucking legends.
Legend, bro.
Champion.
Bless, man.
Thanks for
Bless.
stopping by.
Thanks, bro.
Get out of here, scallywags.